They were bad. The log truck did not come out of here easy last night. And so we brought a bunch of grain mats in. That's what we're doing now. I'll get it. Look at that. Now we gotta get him out of here. There's some winter chicken nugget right there. Fast one, let them go. There was too fast right there. Let him run. Hard paper, baby. Winner. Gotta see how this works. Can you get the dozer just to push on to be safe? Like a boss. The crane mats are just cat's meow. So I've gotten lots of questions on the crane mats. And a lot of people wanted me to use them before when we had the really bad mud problems. And so right now we got crane mats out in the woods because we're crossing a couple low spots. So we actually have crane mats out there. And these arrived today, so we got these put in here this morning. And we got some nice build up to them. It's just beautiful. But the main problem was having them before is that when we had all that mud, there's more than just this that's the problem. The skid trails were getting tore up, and we could have had this and been probably fine for getting trucks out, but then getting the wood to the chipper would be the next problem. So that's kind of where we're at with why we pulled out of here when we did, because getting the wood up here was the problem. Getting out of here was the problem. So if we would have did this, we would have had half of our problem fixed. The other half of the problem's out there. This guy's got some really nice trails he's got that he actually mows out here in the woods. And I think I've said this before, but we're not actually skidding down them. We're crossing them in a few spots, and it was just kind of getting tore up, and especially during deer season. He likes his deer hunting and driving his quad through his trails, and he couldn't get through some of them because they were tore up too bad where we crossed them. So we actually went through and fixed where we crossed them, and so now he can get through there. And then now everything's froze up out there. So now is the prime time to get the wood out of here because it's cold and should be pretty good. So it is Wednesday night, and we will be working here Friday. So we got to get some loads out, and we'll come here instead of going to the new chipper. Josh wanted Friday off, so he's not working, so we're gonna only have one chipper running. but I'm gonna run this one because I need to get as much done here as I can. And I got enough wood here to load trucks without the slasher. So we're gonna get that done. But now we're able to get wood to the chipper, whereas before it was an absolute mess getting wood to the chipper and then getting wood from here to the road. So now, I mean, we did that. See, what I wanted the mats here first thing in the morning. The reason is I went over here last night with the dozer and leveled this all up nice and pretty. So it was pretty, all nice and level. That's the time to lay these mats in here, because when you get it all tore up like what we usually, you guys know what we work with when we get our giant ruts and stuff, it is hard to get these things to lay in here perfectly. And we tried to unload it. The idea is to get the log truck. He was supposed to unhook from his pup, and then he was supposed to build it as he came back and lay the mats out and back over him, but the pup wouldn't unhook. That was being fussy this morning. So he couldn't do that. That's why we had to have the skidder set him up. And then rather than the skidders pushing on him, we used the D6 because that can stay on top of this clay better than the skidders could. So the skidders trying to push him up. It's not easy laying them in here perfectly. You can do it. It just takes time. But when you don't have time, you had a chip van sitting out here and a log truck that needed to get some logs out of here. You're trying to get the stuff done as fast as you can. So that actually worked out good to have the skidder back up, set them here, and then touch them up with a dozer, and it actually worked really good. So really happy with the way the crane mats turned out. I mean, we're actually looking, this job's looking better and better and better and better. Once we get that slasher going, we'll be back to business. But the trucks have just got a perfect spot coming off from there and can drive right out. So it's really nice. This is working out. Things are looking up. We had a rough start to the week. Real rough. But things are looking better and better and better every day. And we just need to keep this better and better thing going. You know what I mean? Need to keep this better, better, better. Just keep rolling stuff going, because everything, we need some good stuff going on. So it's getting dark, getting late. Man, them turned out really nice. And that's exactly what you're looking for when you want them crane mats laid out. Happy, everything's looking up. We just got to keep this thing rolling, baby.